Quarterfinals of ESL Pro League, trying to recover. Came into yesterday as heavy underdogs against Heroic. They were stunning. They crushed them. They came in today, surprisingly, to a certain extent, as favorites in this matchup against NiP, and they've dropped a map. Liege boosted up early to protect and cover oSee as he shifts into an aggressive stance with the help of NAF. 4 players towards the B bomb site early for Team Liquid. They haven't seen anyone, but they do have a lot of information. It's the lack of presence that gives them intel.
Lack of intel. Rez already up toward long, though. Gonna be a peek from Shocks. Peekaboo! It's Rez that wants to follow it. Not quite as accurate the second time, suffice to say, but it's still going to be him with 26 HP, a kill, and then a chunk of damage off of Liege as well, who's not done there. He goes back out. Rez is going to win that duel as well.
Yeah, but it's all about the stack. It's all about these two players, NAF and oSee. The bomb drops. It actually slides out of the door as well. Oh, this is tough. They're in a tough situation. Fuzi goes down. Bomb is protected, and NAF and oSee have combined to bring this round back into favor. Hampus finds one, and now it's just NAF.
The issue with that, almost in some ways, was that they're a victim of their own success. NAF gets the first kill. They didn't know oSee was there. As soon as he gets a kill in that position as well, Hampus knew he could flank. So Rez finally taken down, but you're right, the bomb is still in the possession of NAF, and they have to go deal with him eventually and inevitably as he is flashed off, stuck in a corner. Nitro will arrive, perfect time. He's done damage to help his teammate, and NAF closes the round in a one-on-one.
What a crazy round. NiP with the opening 2 kills given over by Rez at long, and still they come back into it. Good shooting from NAF holding on to that position. And unfortunately for NiP, the last 2 players, Estak could never really join up with his teammate to take this battle because he had the utility. He had the flashbang to activate. He couldn't move up to go for any kind of a trade with Hampus, and the round just slips away from NiP. Pistol round to Team Liquid on the CT side as they look to re-solidify their defense.
oSee backing away with the scout this time. Shot, no land on Hampus. Shocks will get up close in the corner with the MP9 to work with. He'll hold it out and see who's going to work his direction. Hampus, Rez, S-Tag are the 3 that are out at long right now currently. At least for NiP trying to go above the flower pot. Shocks spots that coming, and it was unfortunate that oSee had just fired a shot. Didn't see it. They're going to get around the corner. The MP9 goes to work. Shocks, we know he's been able to farm some cash on that weapon yesterday in certain matches, specifically on Vertigo, and Liege will get 2 this time. NAF, another of his total. So each of their resumes holding 2 kills. Actually, NAF now with 3 in the game.
3rd round bye coming in for NiP. AK-47s picked up across the board against much weaker weaponry. FAMAS on NAF, 2 MP9s, and the Scout on oSee as well. These AK-47s can do work here, so Liquid, this will be a tough round for them, but this is that kind of bonus round situation that we sometimes discuss, where if you can pull it off as the CT side here, you get to upgrade to AK-47s for free, and all of a sudden, depending on how many players survive, you can really, really have a nice, strong economy heading into the early stages of the half.
He's just waiting. Covering from sandbags to hold water. The exchange, meanwhile, though, is out toward long, and Rez and Hampus both tagged by the Scout oSee.
Ooh, I admire the fact that he kept going back for those repeaks. He knows now that he's tagged 2. He's calling that over to his teammates. And that's a beautiful situation for a team that has a pair of SMGs to play with, and still, obviously, the Scout that can be a menace in the hands of oSee. NiP isn't even considering the B bomb site, and look at Liquid. They've pushed Liege out of Monster. They've pushed him all the way forward. They know everything that's coming, so everyone, 4 players going to be at this bomb site. 2 players already below half HP for NiP. If they can win this hit, that'd be something special, but it's going to be so difficult.
Shocks in the smoke. He's going to get behind him, but is he aware? They're basically holding hands. Plopsky's taken off. He's charged through. He's made noise doing it. Shocks is behind them all. Walks out, and he's going to easily get a shooting gallery. Finds 2. Snaps to the 3rd. Brilliantly done on the M4 as they lost track of where he went inside of the smoke, and NAF will close it off with another double.
What a play. Just sit inside of the smoke, bide your time, wait. They're going to bypass you, and popping out at the perfect moment. Shocks delivers heavy impact in round number 3. And a bunch of upgrades to the AK-47s. NAF has one, Shox has one. Team Liquid flush with cash early on. All picked up for oSee as well. Perfect play from Shox. And with that silencer as well, tough to make the reaction, especially when you're already shooting deep into the bomb site using a lot of ammunition and having maybe a little bit of messed up recoil. Yeah, it's got to be migraine-inducing. Back to Deagles for the Ninjas.
Tag from the Molotov on Elise should have been heard from the Plopsky position at the underpass. He's going to rotate back up. Shock still in bathroom connector. Solid start so far. AK, Shadow, and a bit of a pre-fire takes Rez down. They'll try and combat that position, but he doesn't want to stick around. Okay, take it back. He's going to go back to it. He only gets 2 this time, but Plopsky tagged down to 60. He's done his damage, and it's a 4-on-2 in favor of Liquid. And they've got 2 inside of each, I was going to say each site, but Elise just made his move. He is working up behind them. The MP9 in hand should yield 1 more, but Plopsky, aware as ever, is able to get the kill onto him. Now 34 HP. And they've got to be a little bit careful about overextending these positions. Nitro's the next one to push forward. He's in the underpass already. Bomb is above... Okay, it is above. Sorry, the camera moved on me, and I thought that was actually behind is what we were trying to show, but it is above, so Nitro's not going to be able to spot that. Yeah, but he at least got information. Hasn't spotted it. He heard the footsteps of Hampus running back. That's going to bring NAF back to the B bomb site. Obviously, they've gone quiet now. You can make an educated guess. oSee's here as well. Liquid's defense, these 3 players completely evacuating the A bomb site. NiP don't realize it yet, but they've been read. As long as there's no shocking misses out of oSee, he should have no problem handling the first. There's a miss around the corner. Hampus with the trade to follow up onto oSee, but Hampus never expects the 3rd player, not even considering Nitro. What a good insurance policy to have, but... As if you had to say that about him. I know. My bad. Oh, sigh of relief from Team Liquid. That takes a lot of money away. Tons of money indeed. 4-0 continuing in the winning ways that they were so successful yesterday on their CT sides with. Does that count as a caster curse? If I say he's going to miss and then he misses, is that a curse, or is that, no, you know? Because if I say they're going to win and then they lose, that's a curse. You didn't say that. You said as long as he doesn't miss, and then he did miss. That's fair. So it kind of is a caster curse, Jason. All right. And you need to be more careful. Maybe like a, yeah. I'll do my best. Like, Nitro's not going to get one through the smoke. Okay, as long as oSee doesn't have another miss here. That's still asking for a curse. I'm just testing it now. I just want to see what we've got, what we're working with, what kind of magic we've got at the table today. Oh, God. I don't even want to know. If I have magic powers, I hope I never find out, because I would be terrible. That is NAF with some magic flying through the air. Yeah, absolutely. Nasty AF. Neil back out of the situation. Nitro still holding off toward the smoke at Monster's going to put another one down. And S-Tag and Hampus kind of wondering what to do. This round's been taken away from them. Wondering where things have gone wrong. 23 HP on S-Tag. Aggressive defense from Liquid gives him a 3-man advantage in the round, and then they back off into the bomb site safely. Shox at an off angle. Oh, wow, Hampus. That's a beautiful shot sliding under Shox's crosshair. Still a long way to go. Still a long route to travel, and not a whole lot of utility with which to make it work, especially against an AWP. See, there you go. Okay. oSee getting another NAF's going to follow it up. They'll pick up the AWP. NAF's on 1, 8 kills so far. We're only on to the 6th round now, 5 played. Yeah, I mentioned it on Ancient as well. This is one of those maps I think you can really see some of the genius behind NAF's decision making, rotating between the bomb sites. He's just so at home, so at ease in that kind of a role. 5-0 at the moment. Timeout taken from NiP. Yeah, aggressive in-your-face defense from Liquid to start this round. He wasn't even on the ground yet. Nope. And he was so high. That is foolish. There's no way you're looking there. Yeah, I don't even see him. He like tapped the ceiling on his way. And yeah, jumped over completely Plopsky's vision. And even picks up the op for oSee. Gives him a cheer. Dren getting his squats in. A couple of Furia fans up in the chat. The Americas united behind the one organization. United Nations of Americas.
Obviously, Furia still alive as well. They'll be playing tomorrow.
Absolutely will, yeah, that's right. So our first 2 quarterfinals today, our second 2 tomorrow. That moves us to Saturday, semi-final Saturday, and then, of course, the finals for Pro League, and to find out who will be crowned our new champion on Sunday. One of those quarterfinals tomorrow, by the way, just as it was in the round of 12. Essentially a final match. You got FaZe going against Na'Vi.
Yeah. I mean, the initial matchups, the round of 12 and the quarterfinal on that side of the bracket are both like potential grand finals. I'm assuming Nitro saw that. Indeed he did. Rez with an all-important trade picks up the AK-47 as he backs out of the fight. But again, ground is gained towards the other side of the map. We've seen Elige push B a number of times. He's had a flank all the way towards T-spawn. He's had a flank up the stairs. Now, when NiP puts the emphasis on the B-bomb site, it's Shox who's getting aggressive and discovering no one's home at A.
He's going to go all the way around through T-spawn. Definitely still a connection point back through the map at exactly that connector. They can still go up the stairs. They'll make contact. 33 seconds. Shox now knows they're going to be going. He's already toward Monster. Now just needs to stay alive. Can't do it. They can't even get counter entries. And that means Shox, oh, this man is just being so patient. This game is going to have to be perfect on entry. C'est parfait, mon ami. But he can't find, ooh, he does. oSee expect this Plopsky. He can't find the second. Eventually the flanker, rather, excuse me, becomes the flanked, and oSee jumping inside of the site on the AWP has 2 to find. Getting up close and personal, he's going to get aggressive, assertive. He has a kit to work with. 4 kills so far in the game. He needs 2 now. And there's a rifle down beside him, so if he takes 1 shot on the AWP, he could swap over to the M4 immediately after. But he is very comfortable in this situation. Molotov off to the sandbags. Doesn't want them to be able to peek through. Finds the first on S-Tag extremely quickly. And he'll tap. Does he hold? That's a risky play. He expects the other one to be short. Not even checking Monster yet, but here's him going in. Misses the shot toward the grate. Gonna go back and look for it again, but this is too much time gone, and the round is out of reach. As Fuzi will go down afterwards, it doesn't matter. NiP get there first in the game.
Oh, that defense was looking so solid, and especially around the most frustrating part about that isn't necessarily the missed shots. It's that the missed shots on top of the fact that you had all the information. You had the jump on it with Shox's flank. You knew exactly where they were going. You had the perfect read the whole way, and then everything just collapses and goes wrong from there. The Elige spray on top of the grates doesn't land anything special. Doesn't land anything to really mention. And Rez with a couple nice deagle shots is able to make this round an NiP victory. Fuzi playing a solid 1v1 before the bomb blows up. 5-1. Timeout taken from Team Liquid. Money's going to start running low after this buy, so they want to get back on the same page, have everyone calm down. No op for oSee. In fact, I think Liquid's going to be relegated to, I was going to say a couple pistols, but they decide to go for armor and scout on oSee. Armor and MP9 on Shox. Deep Molotov extinguished by Fuzi leading the way. oSee looking for one early tag. And he's flashed off the angle. Triple boost for Elige.
oSee trying to find something of a read. He's going to be in trouble, though. Shot at bathroom. They're already pursuing it from both sides. He's aware of it now. He can hear them charging forward. And Hampus puts him down. Did take damage in doing so. He's on 37, but this could be a back-to-back rounds on NiP if Liquid aren't careful. The money's so tight. They've got to really be disciplined in this particular setup.
Yeah, they've got a bit of a pack mentality going on as well. The 3 players as part of that triple boost, Elige, Naf, and Shox, all 3 rotate back to the A bomb site. And now, ooh, good kill from Elige right through the smoke. A little bit of luck even things out. I was going to say with the man advantage, NiP doesn't have to worry because Team Liquid doesn't have the bodies to make any kind of a crazy flank to find information. Now towards the B bomb site we go. Molotovs are out. Nitro's going to try and slow down the hit on towards sandbags, and that's perfect because Naf is on his horse. So is Shox. They've just arrived. Nitro, what can he do over towards monsters? Flashbang come out. Plopsky's got him immediately. And Elige with one support flashbang bounced off the ground into the site. Rez turns. Elige is going to go down through the smoke, and from here, all the danger is abated. Nothing left that Team Liquid can do.
Half, though, trying, but needed to be almost perfectly precise. to hit the second shot in order to not get traded, and he goes down immediately after with only the 1 kill. So 2 in a row for NiP. Money gone for Liquid. This should bring us back to a very close scoreline, and it goes to show that even though they were winning the rounds, Liquid early on, the closeness of them, man, they've been absolutely obliterated at Monster 2 rounds in a row. The closeness of them has paid dividends.
All right, good on NiP. We saw this as well for, I mean, one of the big conversations about Team Liquid out of yesterday was the lockdown defense they had against Heroic. Well, wasn't there on Ancient. NiP did just enough to take that away. Good shooting from fousey. He continues his fine op shots. And now, obviously, NiP rattling off 2 to take the economy away from Team Liquid's CT side. So NiP finding ways to get it done. A lot of it seems to be that creeping contact style. That round it was oSee towards bathrooms as 2 players crept up highway and found him previously. Now they just walk into the B bomb site. Barely any utility is used by NiP. Only 5 grenades used in this round for the NiP side.
So Rez waiting for this flank potential. Is slightly isolated from his teammates now, however. So if they swing out, not like that, like that, they could get an AK, but S-Tag wants to deny that. They jump out, bait his shots. Nitro looking for another. Oh no, baby, he's out of ammo. Oh, look at the shooting gallery arrive. They get it? Nitro, run, Nitro. Make it far enough. Plopsky's gonna take him down. No AK for Liquid.
Yeah, but they got like 1 kill with the bomb there right at the end. Hampus went down with the explosion. So the fact, or maybe not, I forget who it was, running out of ammunition as you turn to kind of watch that flank, that's got to be the worst feeling. You're like, all right, don't worry, guys, I got it. And you hear just the clicks start coming, and you're like, maybe I don't got it. Maybe not. All jokes. Oof.
Pretty sick opener. Oh. Just trimming the hedge like a gardener. It was Hampus, you were right. Hampus. And he did it in the most flamboyant, stylistic way.
Yeah, he did.
Awesome.
Three players for NiP lined up towards the B bomb site. 1-1-3 opening as Plopsky's in the underpass and fousey's out towards playground. No kits on the Team Liquid side. They've got 4 players here, if you count oSee up in heaven like this with the anti-flash.
And if you count the flash, it's 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just keep adding them up. Tell you what, though, Nitro's at Monster, and that has been a problem for them in these duels. More so when he's over on this side. That's risky. Elige to help him out, though, potentially that is the difference in the equation as fousey continuing to walk up. Doesn't even care that he makes noise dropping down. He's already pre-scoped in and ready for the fight. Almost wants them to look at his direction or glare into his lovely scope.
He's there, I guess, to show presence. Oh, is the barrel gonna pop
I think it might give it. Oh, fine. Not if he does that. Flash out. Good timing. Shocks. fousey gone. And that'll encourage them more toward B. Nitro's ready for it. Finding the kill. But I said it. They've been getting absolutely wrecked on the entries. Rez, that is stunning as he works in through the monster. He's going to work his way around toward barrels as well. And a flash to water. Second one. Get him closer still. Doubly blind. oSee more like no see. Oh, I take it back. He can see perfectly when he comes back inside of the site. And 2 from Catwalk. It's all down to S-Tag. He was planting the bomb. They know he was on the platform, but the smoke makes it hard to judge where he is. Shocks with the trade. And Liquid gets 6.
Yeah, couldn't get back into cover. S-Tag in the 1v2. Good kill onto oSee, but Shocks is there immediately for the trade. Again, another sigh of relief for Team Liquid because Rez almost tore them apart. Beautiful 2 headshots. And Desk highlighted him before this series began. This performance at an event, as they mentioned, the best since 2018. That's so scary when he's hitting this level. We just haven't seen it for some time, and now you kind of know why NiP's put so much stock in him.
The crazy thing is, for Rez, absolutely. I was thinking about that the other night. I mean, it's been up and down and all around in Sweden for a while, but Rez was like this highlight hopeful that they brought in years ago now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been kind of the anointed son of the Swedish scene, hasn't he? Haven't yet seen the results from that. Although certainly a little bit of a, I don't know, dark times for the Swedish scene. Fnatic struggling to get back on track. NiP has been in this limbo area where they've kind of been right there, but not really all that confidence-inspiring, despite some decent victories. But never really that capstone run at an event that makes you feel like NiP's truly arrived. Round 10. Rez and Fuzi through the smoke. oSee's pushed up towards Party. He's stuck as well. Fight to the death. He's got an AK-47 looking behind him to take attention. Rez gonna crawl into it. There's the fight. Oh, and oSee pops out. They now know his position. He can't get away. You might want to abandon him. Yeah, Shox has just backed off and said, you're on your own, brother. Good luck. Have fun. And he's not.
Oh, he was so close there. That's
no fun was had.
Yeah, well, you know, it's still, you know what they say, Jason. A bad day in the server is still better than a good day at the office.
Do they say that? I mean, it's not a bad saying. I don't mind that.
No, they definitely say it. Someone says it.
Someone somewhere has said it in the past at some point previously. Shox at 15 HP. He's got to play so passive. And again, they're just going to walk right in. Actually, his HP didn't even matter. Plopsky was going to rip his head clean off no matter what. Nitro, Elige, and Naf were lining up a play inside the monster smoke. They're going to be far away from even thinking about a retake. So time to save those M4s. 4th round on the board for the Ninjas. Bad day in the server is a better day.
Still a better
than
the office.
Than a good day in the office.
No.
I don't remember that one. Write that down, kids.
I will. Oh, wait, you were talking to them. Sorry. So they're saving out at the playground position 6 rounds. Liquids really need to stretch their legs as much as possible on this CT side. That was the key to their success yesterday. They already came up oh so close, yet 2 rounds shy on Ancient. Ancient. Jaguar.
Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Give it that old Attenborough spin. Magnificent animals.
Yeah, you got one?
Yeah, a couple.
Nice.
Whenever I want to hunt crocodile.
Are they good at that?
Yeah.
Really?
They're fantastic. I'll show you some YouTube videos that are going to blow your mind.
Yeah, let's go up to this cinema after this. We can watch some sick Jaguar videos. Shox smoking off the Molotov. No, he's going to go for the boost. We haven't seen that boost all too often in recent times, but it obviously looks into the short tunnel. Used to do it up close to the window. Now teams getting more frequently and more comfortable doing it back off from the hallway so you don't get shot attempting it.
Yeah, Molotov in that position usually prevents that boost from really having any impact. So here, kind of desperation with only 3 weapons brought into the round for Team Liquid. Elige. NiP's going right at the man who can make a difference. He's got a lot of teammates with him. Good dink. Rez is just so on point at the moment. Although oSee does find him with a P250. He knows there's a low HP player there. S-Tag has the bomb, but no armor on oSee. Means the aim punch is just brutal. Plopsky walking up close towards Truck. Naf is going to be here. Sees the shadow, sees the leg. Oh, gets a follow-up as he sinks back. This is doable, but S-Tag shuts him down. If Naf could have gotten away, it would have been everything. Hampus is going to challenge, but he doesn't have the HP to want to commit to that kind of a fight, so bomb gets planted. Hampus has a tough decision to make, and Nitro now realizes he's got a 1v1 inside of the bomb site.
Oh, he's too quick to it, though. S-Tag at him coming in was ready, poised, and takes the shot. 1 round between them. It's back to 5 now for NiP. Talk about the old one.
Okay, it's grown on you?
It has. It's the. I think it's the color. I know high flow is like a hit or miss, but I like it.
Okay.
You don't?
Look, I'm not one to publicly disparage the logo of an organization.
But you can right now. I'll give you a free pass.
No, I'm not a huge fan of the color, but I think it's a cool looking. I mean, it's always been a cool looking logo. I think the Ninja Star
made it really cool in 2009. I raced a Lamborghini recently that had it on it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Why not?
Crash that one too?
No, leave me alone.
Elige pushing in towards short water. Got control of the tunnel. No backup. Quiet on the map early. Flashbang. oSee doesn't leave the angle entirely, and there it is. There's a nice shot to land on the head of Hampus. SoundQ will give Elige the information he needs when this happens. He can just pop up and ruin Plopsky's day. Gap in that door, hole in the door means Plopsky can safely look towards sandbags to see if anyone's going to aggress upon the position, waiting for Fuzi to be in position. Oh, and he slides past the angle. Now Elige is going to try and get away, but that hole in the door does everything. It's Rez again with the rebuttal. 14 kills on Rez in the 11 rounds so far.
Was Smooya in the fan cams?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't so much pay attention to the fan cams when they pop up on the screen. I just see people having a good time, and that makes me have a good time.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that depresses you.
I don't really
never invited to have a good time.
I don't really look at the faces. Plopsky is gonna try and enter in. Naf and Nitro do a great job. Shox chimes in for the third. Each defender gets one frag, and Liquid back up to 7. 2-round lead.
Two-round lead indeed for Liquid Adren. Getting a chance to chime in now as there will be a timeout called. Presumably this is by NiP.
Third timeout from NiP on this T side. Trying to figure things out. And also part of it coming into this round going to have somewhat of a, I don't know if sketchy is the right word, but they've got to figure out how they want to allocate all their funds and what they want to buy. And how they want to approach this round. They're going to be light on rifles, light on utility.
Oh, there he is.
There's the boy.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. This will be as close to Pro CS as he ever gets, again.
Yeah, I was glad you saved it there.
It's all right. We miss you, Smooya.
2-round lead. 1 AK-47 on Hampus. It's the only armor as well. Everyone else just pistols, so look to Hampus to open things up for NiP. Although, fair play, you might want to pass that AK over to Rez, just see what he can give you. S-Tag hears the footsteps. They hard clear the angle. Nitro and Elige, no fear. Hold W, push forward. That's a third of the map taken away from NiP, and actually entirely access to the B bomb site for the moment is taken away from them. Meanwhile, that AK-47 on Hampus out towards long, not out in the open for the flashbang. oSee looking for the peek. And he legs him. He legs him down to 17, and it's a phenomenal rebuttal from Hampus with the AK-47. Does Fuzi expect? No, there's no way. He's not even considering it, not even looking anywhere close to the left. Shox just protected by the edge of that smoke.
Good shot, Shox.
It's spray control.
Very good, yeah. AK can get pretty wild at times.
Especially at that headshot angle.
AK Gone Wild, it's the name of my frag movie. It's just really a bunch of missed shots. Second time we've seen Shox be super successful at that bathroom position, by the way. This time it wasn't so much a sneaky play, but he has relocated. That's sneaky, if you want to call it.
I will say, towards the end of his tenure in Vitality, like Shox on Overpass was quite a heavy talking point for that team in their series when it was picked. Was how dynamic Shox can be, how aggressive, and how he's got such a good feel for the timings on the map. So no real surprises. Rez continues to be absolutely mental. Long range 1D onto Naf. Now stepping into the bomb site. 14 seconds, and Elige doesn't even let him respond. Clotheslines him around the corner, so Liquid secure a lead into the second half. 2 rounds remaining to see what NiP can scrape together on their T side, in which they've used 3 timeouts. Times out?
Time's out. Are they out of times? Did you know that during a timeout, every 30 seconds, it passes?
That's deep. So deep. Molotov's put out, but no one passing into short water area. S-Tag just makes it look like control is going to be there. oSee and Elige going to get aggressive and start to slide into position at sandbags as they want to clear it, make sure that nobody from NiP is actually controlling this. How far do they want to go? oSee leading the way with the op. Shox and Stairs. They've got bodies that they can be aggressive on this part of the map. All this op peeking around the angle could be so brutal. Rez, S-Tag, Plopsky. One of them is going to be challenged. Good find, getting tagged in the feet.
Falling back is oSee to the site. Nitro still was at barrels to watch out for the monster push. They try and make a little bit of a rebuttal toward bathrooms by clearing out the connector, but no one really there. NiP's going to sit back toward the bank instead. Fuzi is the one that's closest.
So much control, so much information, so much map for Team Liquid. Even if Shox gets caught on this flank, if he somehow gets negated, Elijah's still chilling right outside the door, which I don't think anyone would expect considering Shox's flank, but we just mentioned this, how dynamic he can be in his feel for the game. Rotating around towards Highway, it's just going to be Fuzi here. Hampus is going to bust out of that door at some point. They want Fuzi to make a distraction. Here comes Hampus, but Elijah's there as well, so he's going to be held off. Nitro alone at the bomb site. Shox is able to add one more. It's just down to Rez and Esatag, and I don't think that's enough to break through this defense. Liquid looking good in these last few rounds. It's 9-5 heading into the final of the first half.
Double digits would be remarkable for them and potentially put us in a position for a long, grueling series, as perhaps you would have expected between these two. Inferno's our third map, which is, I think, as good as it.
Which is lovely.
Yeah.
It's absolutely lovely.
Spot of tea, absolutely Marvy. Shox. Kind of like Rez, Shox as well, though. You want to give him a bit of a hiatus period. He's someone that I thought was falling off, but in Liquid he seems to find a bit of a resurgence. Maybe it's a confidence thing. You know, maybe he's getting a bit more respect being brought into North America. They're taking that European influence. You know, but he's getting a lot more freedom on maps than he has in the last few years. I've
bailed out of the Shox hype train a couple times over the years, but he keeps finding ways to reinvent himself, and you got to admire that.
Yeah, you had like a choice, right? There was two trains for you. It was Kusta or Shox. Definitely picked right.
An unfair characterization, but we'll allow it.
It's all right. Anders is lost on the Pauf train somewhere.
Yeah, he's way, way back there with some online game from 2014. Elige getting aggressive upstairs in coordination with the Shox getting aggressive in Highway. They're going to turn to deal with Elige, and Shox is going to get taken down. The Tech-9s respond. Esatag and Plopsky, well done. They don't expect oSee, who doesn't want to fall back. He's going to hold strong, steps into bathrooms. In fact, NAF is completely blind. Tech-9 is out again for Esatag. This time it can do nothing. Oh, Hampus. Oh, no.
That's a problem. Well, the problem was that I don't think oSee had faith in his teammate, so he brought out the pistol to reverse clear front bathrooms, and he doesn't have the deagle ready. Hampus gets caught doing the same thing, switching guns. That is a sloppy round. oSee for sure brought pistol out to clear close and then realized, oh, wait, I'm fighting it long.
Yeah, that was awkward. Either way, it's halftime, and we'll see how awkward things get when we return and see if NiP can take this series in 2.
Hey guys, NiP here from Team Liquid. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of tricks on the Overpass CT side. So I guess kind of just like at the start when you're coming in, you kind of just want to molly off short. And this is like the basic, like every other like usual team does, so I do that. And then I'll just be here, I'll just wait to see if they extinguish the molly, because the T's usually, if they're doing fast short control, they're going to smoke them.
Nice. Good job.
I thought you were gonna die.
Dude, I finally won a duel against Rez. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
proud
nice,
of you, John.
you got it, my
God.
bro.
He's been owning me the whole game.
Oh, you are not alone, bro. I'm here. Hello.
Okay then. Well, we're back. As Shox, animated as ever, was emphatic in the first half. A remarkable total for him. oSee on 14, Shox 15, NiP 15. The kill total is adding up. Elige gone quiet, but it doesn't even seem to matter as we're at 10-5 for Liquid.
Well, as he said, he has been getting owned by Rez, who's been on point throughout this series, and obviously a good opening half as well. Although not showing up on the main scoreboard between the teams, as NiP behind by 5. Would love to have this pistol on. They've got an aggressive setup in bathrooms. Hampus at connector, Rez at the main entrance, Plopsky tucked into a corner out towards long. They're going to get attention put on them. Nitro's got the utility, but he's close up to turn in this corner, so Rez will take attention, and if Plopsky can turn in time, I think Rez needs at least one. At least one. Good job from Plopsky, holding the line. There's Elige swinging in past his crosshair. Oh, shot's not landing. Shot's not landing from either of them. This is messy. It's awkward. There's shocks in response, and all of a sudden, the pistol round, which was looking sketchy for Team Liquid, is back within their reach.
Couple taps from Hampus. Tries to get away from it, can't do it. Gets stuck in the corner, Elige gets the kill, but it's Fuzi that responds. Shocks. Not letting that get away, though. Brings it back to a one-on-one. 17 kills now for him. He's got 2 in this pistol. He's got 1 more to find. USP at 100 HP with a kit. Shocks at 54 with a Glock. Has to close the distance.
Does S-Tag check long before he runs away? Or the timing on this peak is everything. He's seen it. He's seen it. There's 25 seconds. Shocks has to make a really tough call here. He's got time to bail out towards the B bomb site. S-Tag is going to see nothing. When does he start rotating? Just now. It's a race to the bomb site. S-Tag might be able to beat him from up top.
I think he can. Gravity is one-directional, Jason, and he's going to get down inside of heaven at this point in time. He could have faked that back. He could have double pumped it. It would have been a huge call and gamble to make as he gets shown inside of the smoke. It didn't plume properly, and S-Tag will win out the round for NiP. I honestly think that you expect to get spotted, you could almost double pump that and force him to rotate, expecting you to run. Gamble.
Yeah, it's always a hard call to make. I mean, you just got to make the decision immediately and stick with it. And obviously here, good read from S-Attack to just hop on over. This was a bit of a weird engagement. It's not, you know, you mentioned Elige with a quiet game. It's not all because Rez is dominating. He had his chances there, just couldn't connect with the bullets that were necessary. And you're right, smoke doesn't plume fast enough, or far enough, excuse me, for that bomb to be covered during the plant. So pistol round in the second half going to NiP. Unarmored pistols for Team Liquid, looking for that third round bye.
Run boost out to long. Nitro without a nade this time is the one getting boosted and run. Thrown.
Thank God we had that perspective on the camera, because that was a weak run boost.
It was pretty weak.
Couldn't fully tell.
It was Tarek's little linguini arms trying to throw him.
Let the record show it was a weak run boost. Oh.
Classic references, of course. Oh, okay. Out of the air. Goodbye, NAF.
First fire. Switch to it. Go.
It's not viable, unfortunately. You know, gotta buff it. Hampus, though, I'll tell you what's viable. Running and gunning with a nail gun. The little stapler.
The clob.
He's gonna get in behind him. 3 kills for Plopsky on an SMG, not too bad.
Yeah, we take those. 2 kills for Fuzi on the FAMAS, and they'll keep all those weapons in hand. So much like the first half, Team Liquid have superior weaponry heading into the third round. 5 AK-47s, 3 SMGs, and 2 FAMAS on the NiP side. So a good chance for Liquid to put some range into good use. Round 18. Second map of the second quarterfinal of the day. NiP took Ancient in 30 rounds, 16-14 previously. Liquid facing elimination, trying to force us onto a third and deciding map of Inferno.
Elige waiting with an AK. Reads it. Expecting the boost, but as he spotted out and realized they were slightly staggered off that board position, so couldn't spray in to collect entirely.
Yeah, but remember that's also, just as we mentioned, this is the tough part of this round for the CT side. The weaponry is better. That's the FAMAS not cleaning the kill. M4 likely finds that onto Elige.
That's pretty interesting. They've gone for another boost on the same angle. Elige might get overconfident on this 14 HP.
Funny enough
that he wins that because his feet show first, remember.
Oh, yikes. Oh, see you later, Hampus. Nitro's going to love that all day. Out in the open, nowhere to go. Trying to get information, and you're swept aside. 55 seconds left on the clock. 3 players going to be stuck on this B bomb site. And I imagine NiP is going to keep 3 players here and just gamble it. And they have the right gamble. It's funny, we just saw the video from NAF talking about blowing that door open and how much fear it puts into this CT side. Nitro's investigating. He's not willing to make the final determination just yet of where to go. Peeking into the A bomb site, he's going to see it's clear. 30 seconds.
Plopsky's already heard Nitro upstairs. You can see him trying to trace the sound through the wall, and that means he might have the advantage here in the MP9. He's got to guess correctly which side of the stairs he's coming going on, and it still goes the AK way. 3 HP, that's a problem. They now have someone in heaven that draws attention. If he can't do damage, at least he pulls aggro and gets information. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Rez from down below, though, FAMAS. It was the best round we'll ever see from a FAMAS, but it still isn't good enough.
There's at least 2 fights in that round that go the way of the CTs if they have M4s instead of MP9s, instead of FAMAS. This initial one on the boost that Elige finds the opening kill, and obviously the SMG on a Nitro couldn't complete the frag, although the SMG probably still effective and impactful in that situation as well. So Team Liquid get the 3rd round, but Op's gonna come out on Fuzi. Upgrades all across the board for the CT side, M4s. No kits for NiP in this next round.
Clips oSee. Not enough to take him down as Fuzi has to fall back.
Op is going to relocate deep into highway towards the A-bomb site, peering over connector. Flashbang. Elige spots 1. There is a 2nd player in this position. NAF, alone outside of B, is not activated yet, is not involved in the fight just yet. Looks like Liquid want to clear this, but smoke's going to go down. Elige is brought down to 4 health, so a tag on oSee to 23 and spam onto Elige to 4.
Shot out for Nitro, he'll take out Rez. Clears out the bathroom connector as well, and Fuzi's still waiting though at long. As you mentioned, this AWP had transitioned and he's got the cartoon version of the Dragon lore.
Oh, another tag.
He's got Nitro, man, he's doing damage. Now he's getting killed. Shocks will go down. It's 3 players low and 1 that's reasonably healthy in the form of NAF. Need to get through though. M4 is gonna do a massive amount of damage against those weakened opponents, but NAF still standing tall. Has 1 back, he's taken down. Elige low, has to find Hampus, and 1-on-1 that goes the way of NiP.
So expensive though in victory, all but 1 fall. Hampus is able to grab the AWP right at the end of the round, right before it switches over to freeze time. But NiP's put on notice quickly. They're running out of funds. Again, they're going to have to fight with some of the weaker weaponry. FAMAS picked up on Plopsky. Thank God they got that early damage, because none of the opening actual kills went their way. Liquid seemed to have somewhat of an advantage coming into this. Fuzi in an impossible situation to get away from. It's fight or die there. But the tags, the spam damage from early on end up having an impact. Look at that, 2 assists for Fuzi. And 1 eventually for S-Tag. That was Elige who took all that damage. 3-round lead for Team Liquid's T-side. 3 of the 4 opening rounds on the 2nd half going the way of NiP's defense, though. Timeout coming to an end.
So Rez with the early incendiary thrown to the T-stairs. Fuzi will get up on top of the railing and try and look at that direction again with the AWP. Op it like it's hot, but no one's standing inside the flames. Hampus with some spray toward the doorway. Slickety shocks. Trying to slide. I was going to go for a tongue twister, and apparently it really was. Going to slide toward the bathrooms. He's got the Deagle to work with. Fuzi still spotting deep inside of the site. Very close position right now for Rez. Maybe he'll make the famous in this round. Not going to happen. Gets taken down.
Oh, you better run. You better run. Those pistols. Oh, can't find it. Can't find it. Awkward. I think they need to back out. They need to save these weapons if they can't. Hampus, he's still not got a 2nd one. How does that even work? Plopsky's already back into it. Somehow, they've come back into the round.
Did he just switch to burst?
Shout out to Plopsky.
Pursuing the position, he's going to put a smoke out on top of the bomb early. That time he's clearly just spraying it. oSee removed. All right, FAMAS, maybe I'll give you a little more credit. And it's, oh, they're holding it. They're holding it. Shox isn't even going to fire in. He doesn't know it. He doesn't know that it's actually being defused. He might want to do that. He might want to do it right now. If he's going to do it, it's not going to happen. Bomb defused. Round over. Shox will get a kill after the fact, but it's now 9-11.
I don't even mind Shox not going for that at the end. I mean, low percentage obviously would have been great if he gets it, but the plant and 4 more kills, you still have the economy right on the edge. I need to see that second Hampus kill. I don't know how that happened. I have no clue how he was able to get a second kill in this situation. There's the... Okay, his crosshair isn't even there yet. A little bit of benefit.
He did get the one on the left of the box.
He got the second kill. It's so stupid. What a way to lose a round.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, how we laugh. 11-9, 2-round lead from Team Liquid. But doing good. I mean, they've got NiP set up perfectly for just a devastating economic collapse.
Oh no, that flash timing, and Elige just fires into it. He was slightly too soon with his back exposed. Elige makes no mistake. So Elige now going back over up the ladder and toward the bathroom safely. It'll be Plopsky, actually, excuse me, Hampus. Plopsky boosting Hampus to be boosted after the flash goes to water. They want to try and get back in that position without the head being an easy target. And they confirm that there's no one at least inside of that doorway connector, so this will give them a gamble that to go... They've gone back over toward A, being Team Liquid, and therefore they'll try and do the same. I say that. Did Naf's done something to convince them otherwise. Smoke went down at Monster, and he threw a bit of utility I didn't see, because there's nothing on the map. Maybe he threw a flash, because they immediately hightailed it and ran back to the B site.
Oh, careful, Fuzi. Flashbang is out. Molotov coming in. Fuzi's going to get aggressive. He wants to stay alive. He wants to actually have an impact in this round. They're going to start wrapping behind him. Good kill. Can he get another one? Nitro falls as well. That double is everything, but oSee holding off the rotation. Second kill as Plopsky tries to sneak through the smoke, and Team Liquid, they've done it.
I take it back. I thought Naf heard him. Definitely went hunting knowing that he wasn't going to be there. S-Tag will get an upgrade onto an AK, but it's 12-9.
Back-to-back rounds, Team Liquid lose, but getting NiP down to just 1 player, and we're going to see the result of that here. S-Tag just trying to save the only weapon that they're going to have. Actually, also trying to wrap around towards long to punish oSee on the exit. If he can find that, ooh, how spectacular it would be. S-Tag trying to pick his battles. Quietly waiting out towards Party. Has seen nothing yet. I think everyone's going to get away just fine. Looks like S-Tag not all that motivated to take a gun away. But look at how brutal the reset is. 3 players for NiP at 1,400. Liquid's within striking distance of map 2, just 4 rounds away. Timeout taken from NiP. It's their 4th and final. Remember, they used 3 in the first half.
That's absolutely true. So all are gone, as some fans happier than others. I'll let you determine who's who in that image. This is it. Last time they'll get the coach to interject. Liquid trying to force out Inferno. Adren sitting comfortably waiting to see if it's possible. Do love a good slow-mo of guns being thrown around in spawn. Smokes to go toward the side. S-Tag holding close. Molotov down, he gets removed immediately. Plopsky comes right back into it though, and the Deagle's fine too. Rez still at the pillar, yet to be determined, yet to be spotted, but now the jig is up as it's gonna be Elige trying to go around the pillar, but can't find the dancing tune. oSee's not sure what to do in this situation because they've got rifles. Thinks about getting rid of the bomb, thinks about maybe going for a pick, instead he'll back off.
Liquid just going for a rush. I think possibly the conversation was they're gonna change something. They're low on economy. They're going to have to stack something, maybe a boost somewhere. Maybe they're going to push up towards bathrooms with 3. We might be able to catch them off guard. And unfortunately, the Deagle from Hampus is brutal. Stops that hit so quickly. But now NiP have to play a long, slow-paced round. 50 seconds on the clock. Fuzi and Rez both deep behind the B bomb site. Hampus as well is pretty much here. He's just listening for information and watching his back towards A. But making sure that he's always close by to help out as soon as contact is made or information is gathered. It's NAF and oSee to start creeping in. One barrel shows first, yeah. Rez is able to grab oSee.
That is so sick! All three! The Canadian kid again shows up in big form, and it's 13 for Liquid.
That's a rebuttal from Rez's 1v3 on Ancient. That might be the dagger on this map as well. Rez knocked him out of Ancient with that kind of a clutch. NAF might have knocked him out of Overpass here with that clutch right there. Beautiful shooting from NAF. Fuzi out in the open, just trying to help his teammates. That shot is unbelievable. Hampus has got to be scratching his head, and Rez barely showing anything, but that wall is so spammable, and NAF doing what he does best, closing out rounds. 13-9. Round 23 coming in, and that was fully invested from NiP, because even if they save there, they'd be saving in this round to make sure they had a strong buy, so why not go for it? And in a winning situation, they lose it, they drop it. Back to pistols, what a turnaround.
Elige pushing around the corner, has to be very careful of the presence on the other side. No mistake of the first shot. Actually gonna get off that angle altogether, look toward long. His teammates then have to deal with the fact that oSee, rather Rez, is coming around the corner, and oSee gets taken down. Elige just picks up some kills, needs them. He's up to 20 now, catching up to those of his teammates. Remember, he was very slow in the first half, so he's been stepping it up big time on the T side.
Yeah, don't quote me on this. I think he ended that first half with like 7 kills or something like that, 7 or 8, and he's certainly shot up the scoreboard once they've switched sides over to the T side. He's been a huge force to be reckoned with across this map. Liquid just 2 maps away from taking us to Inferno. NiP, one final buy to try and spur this comeback forward. We're going to get a tech pause as a PC has crashed.
PC randomly restarted. Maybe it was just too hot to handle. So yes, tech pause indeed. We'll hopefully get that.
Restarted?
Well, it already did restart, Jason.
Nice.
Resolved was going to be what I was going to go with, but they could just swap out the PC altogether at this point. Shock's maybe the one that had the issue because he's got everything removed. Except for his shirt, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll get things fixed and we'll be back underway in just a second. Got to get his Steam authentication.
That box looks so official.
I like that his phone was clearly the one right on the top because it was lit up as if it just got the email. I think we use the same keyboard. We do. I like it, Shocks. Way to go, buddy.
Hey, he probably copied your whole setup.
No, I have a better mouse.
Okay. Well, we'll get back in as soon as possible. Tough series for both of these teams. Both of them obviously playing well, both of them fighting back. If you're just joining us during this tech pause, earlier today, we saw ENCE survive a bit of a scare, 2-1 victory over Movie Stars. All 3 maps that series went to. That was the first quarterfinal of the day. Sitting on the second quarterfinal here, obviously, NiP versus Team Liquid. Hi, Mom. Oh, he just got so many brownie points. He's done great work.
That's cute.
New father as well. Could be saying hi to his mom. Could be saying hi to
His wife.
his wife. He's got brownie points for both of them. That's why he's the coach, Matt. Smart man.
It's not bad. Is that why you're not the coach?
Yeah, probably.
I would say hi to my mom, but she doesn't care.
I don't even know how to respond to that one.
That's fine.
I got nothing. I got nothing to get out of that situation. Back to Counter-Strike. Off in the hands of Fuzi. Off in the hands of oSee as well. They were putting out the Molotov, and oSee was like, nah, bro, I want to actually get there. Oh, that's a lot of spam from NAF. Fuzi down to 6 HP. That sucks in such an all-important round. He's got Plopsky there to help him keep space.
Shox still moving forward with the AK in hand. Rez is the one that's inside of the bathroom. So I don't think he's in a position to spot through that gap, so that won't see outside of it. No one inside. Hampus is going to need to jump spot soon. Rez is already relocating, though, and a clean, concise jump on Shox. At least can't follow up. It's not quite the reactions from John that we might be used to.
We heard his little jokes coming out of the halftime as well about how he just spent the full... Oh! Peace. To say Elige spent the whole first half getting wrecked by Rez. Gave him a little bit of respect in the team comms at the end of one of the rounds. Good time for Rez to pop off for a double kill to open things up, because they needed someone to deliver them some...
That right there is why I wear diapers when I cast.
He just hangs in the air.
oSee's not done. He's relocated again. He'll start to clear the front side of the site. They're still down a man after that double kill from this guy. Rez looking for his third. No success. Forced off. They know he's in the corner. He'll bounce a nade out. Hampus wanted to make amends with that. Slide into position with the AWP of oSee again. And NAF on entry. Remember, they had 6 HP early on one individual player. That's the one that just went down. It was such an easy scout to take. His S-Tag, though, gets 2 back. And it's all on to NAF once more. He's clutched a 1v3 already. He's going to work it in. He's got an AK to work with, but the shot's early. Plopsky's able to recover.
Rez and Hampus better be thanking S-Tag for that double kill. They saved the day, because that is a botched defense at the A bomb site. Rez trying to time the jiggle peaks from Nitro in that main choke point, falling back. There's only one position he could really go to with any kind of safety. Didn't know the pace they were coming with. And Hampus getting lured into a follow-up peek at the dice boxes, picked off. They are very fortunate that their teammates covered for their mistakes there. But still, like, if you look at the gun rounds that NiP's won in this half, they have yet to win one clean. They won rounds 19 and 20, both of those with just one player surviving. Here with an advantage in the bomb site, losing a couple players. They win that with 2 players alive. This CT side has never had money. They have always been fighting with a disadvantaged loadout, and that kind of sucks if you're NiP. And you feel that when you're playing.
Plopsky bags position. NAF gonna work out underneath of the crosshair. Can't reset fast enough. In fact, can't get either of the kills despite damage being done to both targets. Shox and NAF getting away with it. A wee little nade toward the jungle.
Nobody going through Monster. Nobody at all. S-Tag gets the off angle. Looks like he wants to step up for a little bit more. Falls back. Hampus' position is now known. Molotov to slow things down, but he's under pressure, so it's misthrown. Yeah, now he's got to get out of there. Molotov is going to spread, moves over towards the pillar. He's got some safety. He needs that kill on Nitro, and he's got it. Secures Monster, and now he's got some safety as the smoke comes down.
He's got the advantage on this. Self-flashes the Monster position. No one's going to push through that smoke. NAF's already trying to retreat. They've got to use that smoke to go the other way if they want to. The problem with doing that is Rez. He's not exactly going for the full-fledged flank that we've seen from Shox over the last few days, but he is pushed up to the planter position, and that means he can cover off middle and the retreat toward A. Good spot to get so much map control, and they'll confidently stay over toward B, where Fuzi will take down Elise. Missed shot does give oSee one back. I don't think they're anticipating a second player to have slid into the barrel position again, having done all this work to try and get into the site for a second time. Very easily, it can go overlooked, trying to spray through the metal. Can't be done. Bomb is dropped, and NAF's gonna walk out. He does check it. Low HP on S-Tag. This is suddenly turned. Shox, or excuse me, rather, NAF versus Rez, and Rez removed from this position. He tries to tap it. There was 4 seconds. I think he could have held it, but he thought he was a little bit late, and Rez is even gonna get him down after the time.
Yeah, NAF was thinking because that battle was so extended to get into the bomb site, Rez was going to be way closer. Thought he could have lured him out into the open, and actually maybe just a 1 second off.
I think it was, what, I want to see the timer on that. It may have been on the time because his money's level with everyone else. He may have gotten away with that. But yeah, 1 second off on the plant either way. Oh, that's tough. So 1 sec, no, yeah, it was time.
No bonus money for you.
I suppose I could just tab and check the little icon.
You could have.
Yeah. More suspense this way.
Yeah, you really, well, you like to make things difficult on yourself. That's been one of your most charming characteristics over the years. Rez gonna back away into bathroom, sprays down one, a softened up Shox falls next. Good trade from NAF. 3 versus 4. Still, just like I said, again, another round that NiP wins, only one player surviving. This money is still just so busted. You have to feel for NiP. This has been a really rough game for them just to stay alive in. And finally now, it's looking like this round is going to help them with their economy. The question becomes, is it too late? Have they given Team Liquid enough before they can establish their money?
Yes, Team Liquid. We'll see if they can close this one out. Because they do have money this time to work with. They'll go for all AK-47s. Fast play, maybe? No, they're going to spread this out. Bomb's going to be dropped into a default position, so watch for a setup and for Pixelige, the one toward Monster. Fast play from Fuzi, though. New angle for the AWP-to-B, and a nade that's already gone out does a little bit of damage to oSee.
Nice thing is, because he's pushed up so aggressively at the moment, if they feel some pressure towards B, or if he goes like a lot of this round, there's going to be a timing when Fuzi decides to swing a little bit wider to see if he can find anything. Flashbang from Nitro. Taking a risk with this kind of a route. Might just slide into the off angle. Fuzi now creeping a little bit wider. A little bit wider he goes. Now he's got the fallback protected. Oh no! When you take your time. I don't think he saw him. I don't think he saw him actually push forward.
Shots out. S-Tag winning that one. They need to swing, but he's got support from the pillar. They slide underneath, and oSee supports the second man while Elige takes the one up close, but Hampus over top of the flames has roasted the round and put Liquid into a very awkward situation. It's NAF and Nitro. Fuzi knows there's something going on, trying to find the position in the site, but he can't get the Tech 9 lined up. And the shot goes to make it a 1v3 again. NAF with the bomb. He's come so close to two of these situations. He has won a third, but this time he absolutely needs to get Liquid on the map point because money is dwindling again, and they'll swing up close. Unfortunately spotted from heaven before the kill could be found, and it is going to be 14-13.
Fair play. Fuzi kept track of Nitro that entire round, and that's Team Liquid going back to a tactic they used very, very early on in this game to win a round. I think that was round number 3 that Liquid was able to seal against the FAMAS and SMG. Nitro tries to pull off that big lurk through CT spawn to backstab on the post plant. Hampus obviously ruins that. Yeah. We say it every once in a while, and I think everyone who's played Counter-Strike for a significant amount of time knows the feeling. It's those easy ones that are sometimes the most difficult. Rez jiggle peeking with the one taps, cleans up the kill.
Elige Tech 9 close quarters. And NiP have used all of their timeouts, but yet they're starting to make this awkward for Liquid, who may have to give them another timeout to use by calling one of their own. Shox tries to jump forward and get inside of the smoke. He does. He manages to actually push all the way through without being traced and tracked. Allows him to get Plopsky. NAF follows up on it. Bomb to be planted by Nitro. They just stick it. And it's perimeter and proximity only at this point for NiP, trying to go for a retake. Hampus and Fuzi up close. Rez still working down timidly toward the door at the bottom of connector because he's uncertain as to whether or not someone's looking that direction from the sandbags. Not to walk out too far. Hampus does. Overextension. Gets caught out by Nitro, and now they spot Fuzi. He's missed a shot, but the Tech 9 will do for one more. Nitro gets that as well, and I think Rez has to back off of this. He's going to save. Liquid are at least going to secure overtime.
Yeah, Hampus just a little over-eager, and Team Liquid get to 15 off the back of Tech 9s and a P250. A huge bust into that B bomb site. Defenders can only go 2 for 2. That'll be frustrating. Same scoreline we had on Ancient, except reverse. Team Liquid now have 2 chances to close out Overpass and take us to Inferno. NiP fighting for overtime if they want to avoid a third map. S-Tag spends all of his ammunition spamming into the smoke, makes him an easy target after that initial kill. You're right, Hampus just way overextended. Didn't expect a player in the pit, swings out to take that fight. Players peeking from the bomb site.
I almost wonder if the 2 guys at the top have delayed internet. Everyone else is cheering already, and they're still watching with such suspense.
You know, not everybody's as animated as other people.
Unacceptable. To each their own. We always kid around on here, but we love everyone.
Timeout from Team Liquid. Nitro getting everyone on the same page. 2 rounds left to play. Really rough buy for NiP. Not really rough, but, you know, shouldn't say really rough. Plopsky has dualies. Those are more than capable in this scenario. Up against AK-47s in an op. Hampus is going to switch all the way over to Playground. Oh, they have not seen this level of aggression. He's stuck. He's stuck and he can't win the fight. Nitro never slowed down. He loved that he had that opportunity. Opening kill towards Team Liquid in the all-important round 29. Blinded his res, but he still wins the fight. His eyes clear. His vision comes back at the perfect moment. Elige wants to punish, but this has been his nemesis throughout this game. He's caught dropping the bomb, and Rez swings out wide. He wants one more. Rez challenging everyone and winning all of them.
Absolutely. Liquid. Good thing they secured overtime because they might be in trouble in the next round in terms of weapons if they can't pull this back miraculously. oSee and NAF. Rez will already cover out toward the flower pot position with Fuzi checking from inside of the site. So that's a 1-2 punch. You've got Plopsky forward for information and S-Tag over on B. If they can get over to that side of the map and maybe isolate those one-on-ones, they might have a better chance at this, but they are running low on time if they want to do that. 30 seconds. You gotta get on the horse. No pun intended for Liquid. And frankly, I don't know how fast seahorses are, Jason.
I can't imagine that fast, Matt. I've never seen him in the wild, though. I could be wrong.
Okay. They've got other ideas. They don't have to be fast at all to do this. Keep the guns. Again, secured overtime point, so they know that they don't have anything to risk by... well, I shouldn't say anything to risk, but they don't have as much risk for not going for this, and they'll give themselves a better chance of weapons to close this out in regulation. So that's the calculated decision instead.
Yeah, and Shox and Elige both need AK-47s. 2,900 on Shox. Elige had 2,500, so those rifles are dropped over. Elige is actually going to have the M4, excuse me. And Nitro can buy his own. So those weapons were hugely important into having a strong buy in this final round of regulation.
There we go. There's some animation. Everybody's into it. Maybe a little too into it. Sit back down, sir, on the left.
Very much damned if you do, damned if you don't with you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Fuzi. Oh, he's got one. Needs to run away.
That's not even the one he shot at. He got a Elige that was behind. Shox in that position. Poor guy's taking strays. And S-Tag's going to take down oSee. Another 2-man advantage for them to work with on the NiP side.
oSee did not want to let S-Tag get away. S-Tag just shooting at the corner, hoping oSee's going to walk into his bullets. That's exactly what happens. 3 versus 5 for Team Liquid. Not able to close this out. They had a decent lead in this game as well. It's been a great comeback. 5 of the last 6 going the way of NiP's defense. Looking like 6 of the final 7 rounds in this game going their way to force OT. All that's left is this 3-man hit towards the B bomb site. There's 3 initial defenders.
3 initial defenders, but S-Tag has been very punishing, and they all have, really. I mean, Rez has been so sharp, but S-Tag in that position in specific, Hampus is going to spray in through the boards a little bit.
He's got a Molotov as well. If these nades come over for the set piece from Team Liquid, he's surely going to drop that and delay Shox joining up with the hit. That could be huge. Hampus, oh no. Don't misread the situation. You have it all right. He was running back to pick up a flashbang. Gonna play from above.
Liquid got overtime point based on his overextension in Heaven before, so he wants to play the support. Double peek toward Monster too early. Oh, I say that. They are there. They weren't quite ready to go. There was no utility down. They step out and they get a kill. NAF manages one back. Nitro, he returns the favor they dished so many times to the right side of Monster in the first half. How is this turning? Shox inside of the site, and Fuzi's up close with an AWP. They need to be aware of the second position, though. If they overcommit to the Opper, it's Rez that's sitting in wait with the AK. Shox has him down. Liquid somehow may turn this round. Based on the flashes coming in, based on the response, and Shox closes it out with a Tech 9.
Oh, a gift given over to Team Liquid. Another botch defense. A 3 versus 5 with a chance to bring overtime, and NiP fail every step of the way on that hit. That's such a brutal way to lose a map, and you gotta be frustrated. We've got an interview. We've got Heku.